Hi there, this is a question from Exam 2 2016 and it's question 3c from the core module. So this question at the start they gave you this graph at the linear association. We've got two variables there, apparent temperature and actual temperature, and we've also been given coefficient of determination as shown right there. So the question is the coefficient determination for the association between the variables apparent temperature and actual temperature is 0.97. Interpret the coefficient of determination in terms of these variables. So in chapter 3 I gave you some notes and a template of a response that you can use that would be a satisfactory response in interpreting what the coefficient means. The assessors are looking for the use of these words. So we place R squared value as a percentage in there, and we say what the response variable and the explanatory variable is, and you literally just write this out like this and place in the two variables. So with this, let's list which ones are the response variable and the explanatory variable. So the response variable is your y-axis. I'm going to put that in a y. So the apparent temperature is your response variable, and the explanatory variable is your x-axis. So in this question, we can use this, which is 0.97, so we can use it as 97%, and we follow this in variation of, and we place in the response variable. So our response variable is apparent temperature, and I'm just going to call it AT, just for short. The variation of the apparent temperature is explained by the variation, so is explained by the variation in, and here the explanatory variable. So the explanatory variable is actual temperature. So that is the response that they are looking at. So 97% in variation of the apparent temperature is explained by the variation in actual temperature. By using this template in the chapter 3 notes, we can aim to get that full mark listed there. Now the biggest thing is that the biggest area where you may lose this 1 mark is not representing the x and y variables properly. So for example, saying this is your explanatory variable and this is your response variable. So make sure that you even have somewhere listed in your notes. You could say RV is Y, and you could say EV is X. Something simple you could have up the top of your notes, so you can always just quickly have a flip through and find that little box somewhere in your notes. Let's have a look at the assessor's comments. As you see, 97% of variation in apparent temperature can be explained by the variation in actual temperature. Only 49% of the cohort managed to do this. Some people mixed up the response variables and the explanatory variables, as I just stated before. They got those two in the wrong way. So it looked like actual temperature can be explained by the variation in temperature, which 51% of the cohort did that. Hopefully this helps by a couple of little things to place in your notes to take into the exam.